Good afternoon, everyone. Sister Hilda, Sister Merceditas, big sister and small sisters. Also, of course, our brothers here, big and small, my colleagues here at the panel. Thank you for this opportunity. I realize I'm supposed to be representing government here, which is really a very new hat that I'm wearing. I just joined the panel last year. We already marked our first year. We did not exactly celebrate, but we marked our first year of our appointment last Friday. But certainly for most of my life, I've been part of civil society and academia, and I hope that that kind of experience, bringing it over to government, will contribute to really finding lasting solutions to many of the conflicts that we've faced in our life, our young life, very young life as a nation. So I was asked to talk about government and peace initiatives. First, I was a little confused because whether it meant government peace initiatives or the relationship of peace initiatives and government. I mean, there's a whole range either way, but I thought I'll just focus on one aspect, which is where I'm currently more involved in, and that's the peace process with the Moro Islamic Liberation Front. So let me just focus now on the Bangsamoro question. You know, it's very hard even to find the right name for this. Bangsamoro, the shortcut, it's Malay word for Moro nation, because that is the aspiration of one group of our society. I hesitate to call it a problem, Bangsamoro problem or the Moro problem, as it has been called in Congress in the 1950s when they started to address this problem. Because if the Moros were asked, we are the problem, and it is not them who is the problem. But so it's really a matter of perspective, but certainly it's our common problem, and if we are to move on as a peaceful and progressive nation, it's something that we all have to address together. So this has been going for a really long time. Certainly if you ask them, if you ask the people who proclaim themselves as Moro or Moro nation, they will say it started 500 years ago when the Spaniards came, later on taken over by the Americans. But these current groups that we are negotiating with, first with the Moro National Liberation Front and then the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, they were formed in the 1960s, shortly before martial law was declared. And when martial law was declared, we witnessed the worst fighting on this front in the 1970s. So it's been there. It's now, we've gone through people power in 1986. It's now, we've gone through how many presidents, 4 presidents, and it's still there. The problem is still there. Certainly the cost has been very high, and the negotiations have also taken on too long. Started in 76, again 60. If you mark it on the date that the MNLF was formed in 68, 69, we started peace negotiations in 76, and it's now 2011, and we haven't really solved the problem. So certainly, again, it's not very easy. Not all the Moros are united. They are like Filipino Christians. Or let's not use the word Christians, like most of the Filipino majority, they're also fighting among themselves, and that creates a lot of problem. But if we are determined to find a political solution through peaceful means, certainly it can be done. It is not impossible. I'd like to end with a quote from the first woman who won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1945. This is Bertha von Suttner, when she said, "If you want peace, prepare for peace." Usually, the thinking is not like that. Usually, the thinking is, if you want peace, go to war. Diba? How have wars been justified? They say because they want peace. So they have to fight a war in order to achieve peace. Rather, the message really of why government is trying to find, through political negotiations, a political solution to this problem is that we want peace. And if we want that peace, we have to prepare for that peace, and we have to do it in a peaceful way. And we need all the support of the people in this endeavor. So let me end there. Thank you very much.